Now we can now we can display the data. Okay, whatever the data is present in your database, for example, in employee data, I have to display that all data in our dashboard component initially. Okay, for that we can create a table. On the table we can display the data. Okay, so first what we done that just we create a method in a service file, that is our HTTP service file, and hit that API of a get employee data and get the data first. And then after that, we'll successfully get the data. Then we can render that data in your home component. Okay. So first we can just go to your service file. I just close that file. Now I don't want header right now. I don't want to login. Okay. Now in service file, that is HTTP service, we just create one more method. Get all record or employee data. Get all employee. Okay. I don't want to pass any parameter for that method. I just call here this dot HTTP dot get method. I just want to get the data form. We can pass the first argument is a URL. We can use a dollar curly bracket this dot base URL. Okay. After that, we can mention the API name. So check out whether what is the API name of that employee. That is a get all employee. I just copy that API name and mention in our front end side that is get all employee name, API name. It returns observable. So I just want to return that from that method. And now just call that method in our home component. So first we have to create the HTTP service dependency injection in our home component edit or the constructor level. So we can create a private service colon HTTP service. Just import that. Okay. And now we can use that data here. For that, we can create one more method. Okay. Always create a method. Get all employee data. All employee. Okay. And inside that, we can just call that API or hit that service method. We can just here use this dot. Okay. Get all employee. Initially, we have to load that things. Now we use this dot service dot get all employee. Okay. Now it returns a observable, so we can call it subscribe method. In the subscribe method, first tag is a observable. First parameter is a factor function, that is a response. We have to mention that response. Make it the response as a any. Okay. And then curly bracket. Just we can display that console.log whether data is received or not in the response. So just check out that. First, I have to confirm that my backend server is started or not, because if connection is not be there, the server will be not be started. Application is started. Okay, now check, refresh that things and just inspect whether data is received or not. Now see here, I get the data. There is a 6 record I have in my database, so it display that all record. Okay, everyone has its a name. Okay, phone number, status. Okay, all the data is present in that employee. Okay, I just use that data and now I have to display that data in your home component. For that, we create a table. In home component, we just create a one more div. Inside that div, we create a table. Inside the table, we just use T. Okay, on the T head, I just copy that T head as well, because don't waste the time. So I'm just copy that. Already the T head is there. All these things I have to copy them. Fine. Then after that, I use a T body. All data I will not be show here of the particular employee. I just display name, department, status, created date, updated date, and country. Okay, no, full data is not be displayed on that table. That data will be displayed when we click on particular record. It will display the full record of that particular employee or particular record. For that we use a T-body. In T-body we use a TR tag. In the TR we use a TH 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 TH TD we require. So just create the TD. Now we can apply here the for loop. For the for loop, we require to store the data in our array format. Okay. So first we create the one property here in our component file. We just create the post as a company, or instead of post, we can create a employee data. We can create the EMP data of type any. It is a basically array of objects. So I'm just creating a blank array, and we can store the data in our EMP data. Just this dot EMP data. I just mentioned that a response. Whatever the data is there, we can present in the EMP data, and that EMP data we can use to render a data in our home component. So we use star ng4, use a late item of EMP data. I require the index as I. For that I use index as I, and just we can here render the data string interpolation I+1. Okay, after that I used a string interpolation for each data I have to, that we use a string interpolation atom dot. Okay, now atom dot first name. Second, I have to display department and status. So copy that key name as well, department IT. I just copy that. Okay, my voice is breaking.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Not now.
Okay, because right now I have just give the message. The network is unstable, so I just asked. Okay, now again next we have to display the created date. Just copy that created date as a key name. Mention that created date. Then I require also updated date. You can copy that key name updated date. Mention here as a key. And last is required country, where country is our object. Okay, inside that entity class. So item.country is object. On that object, we can mention the CNAME of that country. Entity has a CID and CNAME. That is the two properties instance member. On that, we have to display on the country name. So we use a CNAME. Okay. Now check whether data is displayed or not. Now see, whatever the data is there, it is displayed. I just use here break to display a proper format. Okay. Get the data from the backend, name, department, status, created it, updated it.